Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I know I have been quite active today, but I just thought I would round it off with this video. So apparently sources have revealed that Meghan and Harry are currently renting their Montecito mansion for the total of $700 an hour. And they've allegedly made this mansion available for any music video production or photo shoots. Some people have said that WAP 2 will be getting filmed in the mansion, which was quite funny. And yeah, I just think it's quite desperate. Is this a sign that things are not all that great in Hollywood, that they just need more and more money? Is this a sign that they really have been cut off from the funding of Charles, the Bank of Dad, and that they are getting absolutely zero financial aid from us in the UK? Is this a sign of that? It just seems quite desperate. It seems as though all of their speaking engagements are just not lucrative enough if this is real. So this is an article by the Daily Mail and it's titled "Meghan and Harry's Montecito mansion is listed for rent at $700 an hour for photo and music video shoots by home rental site featuring never before seen pics of the villa, but adult filming is not allowed," which I thought was quite interesting. Why would that be in the advertisement in the first place? And it's very dodgy. You get to see quite a few more images of the mansion and it looked very underwhelming to say the least. I don't know if it was the poor weather, and I just wasn't loving the decor at all in the mansion. So they seem to have these like blue shutters and it's based on this Italian style. They have these kind of plastic, kind of contrived, I don't know, it just looks very fake. It looks very new. It just doesn't have any kind of authenticity. That's what I'm looking for. It looks like a wannabe fake Italian villa. The pool looks quite nice, but again, the stonework looks very contrived and like a Hollywood kind of film set, never been used before. I just did not like it. I didn't like the style. I don't like the way it looks. Now, I imagine that they have renovated it to their taste, but from what I've seen during their latest interviews that they have conducted, it hasn't really changed that much, to be honest. I'm going to get into what exactly was said. So, Harry and Meghan's new Montecito mansion can be rented out for a total of $700 an hour. The rental website Gigster offers up the Duke and Duchess's home as the backdrop for photo shoots, music videos and other engagements, and can accommodate a crew of 15 people and private parking for 50. It appears the listing was first posted before the ex-royals bought the home this summer for $14.7 million, but it is still active and reveals never before seen photos of the interior before the couple moved in with baby Archie. The mansion is listed as an Italian villa and can be rented for a minimum of 10 hours according to the listing. There is no smoking, no pets, no cooking and no alcohol allowed, and adult filming is banned. Well, you know, the feminist of the home would want to ensure that, you know, no adult filming is going on in her home, which would be pretty tacky. I've got to be honest, guys, I really don't like the style of the kitchen. It looks very cluttered. There's a lot going on. It looks very dark and dingy. I think they probably would have kept the beams because that's meant to be a part of the whole Italian authenticity, but it looks so fake. So the article continues on. The never before seen photos of the home offer a close-up of its stunning exterior with ivy growing up the facade and blue shutters. Now, what I want to interject here and say is that this is absolutely nothing compared to some of the estates and the land that the Queen owns and possesses and what Harry would have grown up seeing. Harry has access to the real thing. Frogmore Cottage is 1,000 times better than this place because it's not fake. It's a grade 2 listed building. And, you know, Buckingham Palace and all of these beautiful mansions, Sandringham, all of these beautiful places that Harry would have been surrounded by, spent a lot of his childhood in. Baby Archie is not getting the same opportunity. Instead, he has this plastic fake mansion that is trying to be a European continental style, and it's just so not. I don't know what to say. I'm very underwhelmed, as I've said, so I'm going to continue here. The Italian style villa has impressive archways and greenery all around. It is very green, I can agree with that. The interior shots reveal dark wood accents and some outdated furniture. It's believed Harry and Meghan have added their personal touches since moving in this summer. Surrounded by lush green gardens and overlooking the sea, the home has been described as a hidden paradise. One estate agent who spent an hour inside said it was designed for someone who never wants to leave home. And we know that Meghan and Harry are paranoid about their safety and their security and being papped and the media and the invasion of their privacy, even though they're constantly online, they're constantly doing online PR, they're constantly accepting these speeches which will land them in the paper literally 3 to 4 or 5 times a day. We know that this would be the ideal location for them because, let's face it, they come across as very unwelcoming and antisocial, to say the least. He's cut off an entire network of lovely family members, and she has cut off her entire family. So I guess they just needed this big playground that they can get lost in. I'm going to continue here. Surrounded by lush green gardens and overlooking the sea, the home has been described as a hidden paradise. It probably is really nice in person, it just doesn't convey that in the photos. Just this week, Meghan appeared at Fortune's Most Powerful Women's Next Gen Virtual Summit, an online event that was reserved for invited guests willing to pay a $1,750 fee. In October alone, Meghan has made 6 digital appearances. Can you see that? 6. So she's really working extremely hard for her coinage. Meghan Markle is constantly on the grind. She's constantly out there working for that cheddar, working for that money. She loves to spend the money, so she has to earn a hell of a lot of money. And I can't believe it's actually been that many so far, because it's felt like she's been doing something daily. And if she hasn't been actively doing something, there's been a story that's leaked to the media, there's been someone speaking about them every single day. So I do believe that there's some kind of truth to this. I think that the listing for the mansion to be available for rent for X amount per hour, $700 an hour, is true. I think that they are trying to maximize their earning power 24 hours because they clearly need a hell of a lot of money to be able to fund their security expenses and their travel expenses. After the pandemic has cleared up, they're definitely going to need to have enough money to get around and fly around. Maybe they're saving up for a private plane. And that takes a lot of cash. So it continues here, from serving as a speaker at the latest virtual summit to her first podcast over the weekend to a pre-recorded conversation. Since stepping down from their roles as senior royals, both Meghan and Prince Harry have become increasingly outspoken about a range of hot-button issues, including Black Lives Matter and voter suppression. So I'm seeing a few more images here of the mansion. It's very quaint. I'm not a big fan of heavily beamed ceilings, and that seems to be the style. And it seems as though Meghan really does like this style. She had this similar kind of style in her townhouse in Canada. It had this quaint kind of look, but who knows? The gardens look extremely expansive. It's just not up my street. I'm not really feeling it. So I'm going to continue on here. And they are now talking about when they first moved and what the property has. It took nearly 5 years to build this mansion. It has a library and office, a spa, separate dry and wet sauna, gym, a stripper pole, games room, arcade, theatre, wine cellar, and 5-car garage, and so on and so forth. So this is all old information which we already know. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Tell me what you think. Do you think that they have now got the mansion up for rent and they're trying to get some cash out of it? I think there is some truth in it. I think that they definitely need a lot more money to be coming in, and they're probably not getting as many calls in Hollywood as they probably anticipated. I think that they've hit a brick wall because their popularity is completely down the drain, and you know, they don't have likability, which must be affecting their work opportunities. It must be affecting the type of collabs that they can get their hands on. So now they are renting the mansion. Poor Harry. How low has he sunk from a prince to, you know, a hustler? Basically, he's hustling for a coin. Bye, guys.